Being a dentist and human is not easy. This is Paul, Dr. Nacho Goodman. I'm a practice owner, founder of Dental Nachos, founder of Dentist Job Connect, and someone striving to survive and thrive just like you and not feel like this on the inside part of my body. That's where dentists have to keep their crying. Keep your sweating on the outside, you're crying on the inside. Talking Nachos is dedicated to helping you increase success, decrease stress, and reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside. We have an amazing event coming up with Dental Nachos. My team can put up the text code for that. Text link LINC to 215-543-6454. We have a fantastic, fun, and food-based event here in Center City, Philadelphia, my favorite place on earth, in April 21st weekend. To join us, just text link LINC to 215-543-6454. We're going to talk about the business of dentistry, clinical dentistry, have an interactive job fair, and do the 3 L's that Dental Nachos stands for: learn, laugh, and be less annoyed together. I'm ready for my first guest when you're ready to bring them up. I have the awesome Annette Woods, key resource and sponsor, who helps you track the money that moves through your practice. Annette, just orient our audience as to what you do to help dentists.
Well, we help you create a successful roadmap to some financial success. We help with the bookkeeping. We have a much more detailed system, and we actually use your practice management software to help with some of our numbers and know what's going on in your practice so that you can make those decisions to help you grow.
That's awesome. And I mean, I've been a practice owner for years, and I've known that I've done this myself. Sometimes you're too busy to be successful. You're running around your practice, you're putting out fires, you're seeing the patients, and you don't pay attention to the numbers. What have you found? What have been some aha moments? I still want AHA to sponsor what we do. If you're from AHA, we mention you quite a bit. So what have been some aha moments with some of your clients and working with you?
Well, we help clients, whether you're a dental practice with 2-3 dentists or a single practitioner. But we recently took on a client. She was a university professor that had a practice on the side, and she was getting busy. But she was trying to do her QuickBooks, trying to be a professor and trying to run the practice. And she said, I just don't know where my money's going. We're busier than we've ever been before, and I just don't know what's happening. So we got her books in order. We took information from the practice management software, and we were able to put it in a picture where she could see. And what we saw was happening, she was joining different plans, and we found one that was taking up 3 months to pay her on it. So we found where her cash flow was going. We also saw that maybe some of her employees, she was paying a little bit more for what they were producing. So it gave her the foundation to say, oh, what do I need to do if I want to grow this practice more? And we dig in and help dentists.
I think what you do, it struck me as you were talking, it's really you give the details to make decisions, right? So dentists say, should I buy this new piece of equipment? They don't have the details. Should I hire another team member? They don't have the details.
Exactly.
It's done with too many feelings and not enough facts. That's a Dr. Phil thing, I think. But, it's operating your business solely based on feelings can be a big problem. So you give dentists the details to make those decisions.
Exactly. And many times they're surprised that, they said, I knew we were doing this, but I had no idea that we were spending so much money here when we should be spending it here, and where the cash was going. Because that's the biggest question I get is I don't know where my cash went.
I love that. Now, you shared with me, you do things with dentists that not all bookkeepers do. What are some of those things that you do that are Nacho ordinary, to use a Nacho term?
Well, just being in your practice management software. I have over 35 years of experience of clinical being in dentistry. So we actually go in, most bookkeepers just concern themselves with what's coming into QuickBooks. We concern ourselves with how that relates to your practice management. So we can do reconciling of your deposits and figure out the gap, because QuickBooks doesn't always match what's in your practice management software. So we figure out why. It also helps you keep an eye on things that maybe shouldn't be going on. We're another set of eyes to look and help prevent maybe some fraud.
And I think what's important, they sort of talk about this. Dentists work for years. They often make over 6 figures, and they can't retire when they want to. They can't always make decisions when they want to. And I think what really goes back to dental school, when they don't teach you about money, it's like not teaching someone about calories or nutrition. You don't just learn it on the streets. The streets actually help you develop worse habits. I'm sure some of your clients will go to a CE convention and buy some big piece of equipment without asking you and saying, I just wanted to do it. And sometimes that's like a calorie cheat day. But if you do that too often in your dental practice, you have a real problem. So people can text cash flow to 215-543-6454 to connect with you. You're helping Dental Nachos dentists right now. As we wrap up, just tell me, what does it look like to work with you? Someone text in, visit your website. Do you guys get on a Zoom? Do you have a phone call? Do you look at their financials? Tell us that before we wrap up.
Well, the first thing we would do is a business health assessment, and that's where we're going to do a deep dive and analyze your books, and we're going to get them set up to have more optimization to see how your practice is actually working. And we look at the historical to kind of figure out how we can change and make the future brighter. We do all that, and we keep you accountable to any plans that we make, and we do that along with just your compliance, your monthly bookkeeping, bill pay, receipt management. We do all of that together. It's a 3-step process, and we help you build that roadmap to your success.
I like it. Well, I love creativity and marketing, so feel free to use any of these. Details to make good decisions. And how about this? Outsource your annoyance to Annette. You'll take it. Outsource your annoyance to Annette. I like
That's a good one. I'll keep that one.
Thanks so much for supporting us as a sponsor, and I will see you soon.
Thank you.